Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 22nd. We're just going to jump right in here, Pisces. You have this card that says, if the dog comes circling around, and you have this card that says, painting joy across the sky. I think that's exactly what Pisces should be doing, is kind of doing things that bring more joy, love, happiness into the world, as I always say to you, Pisces, because it is your job right now. So that's what I'd be doing here. I feel like you're being recognized for work or something like that. So again, if you work in, or if you're hoping for recognition, Three of Pentacles is always my card of recognition for work. It says, it is a card of quality work. It is a card of doing a good job as well for something that you do. And here you go. There's, I'm telling you right now, Pisces, I've been saying it for I can't even title your readings All Eyes on You anymore because I've done it too many times, but I'm not making it up either. You're really, I feel there is a ton of attention for you, depending on what you want. So, I want to stress that pretty much every single reading of yours talks about you getting attention or all eyes being on you. So again, if you're building something important, if you're trying to get positive attention, you have the Soul Tribe card, which I'll show you at the end here. And, if you're trying to find a group of people to surround yourself with, now is clearly the time. It comes up in every single reading. So, anything you can do to surround yourself with more positive influences, any work you can do to get attention on your work is just going to lead to whatever you want. If you want to raise or a promotion, shine a light on the work that you're doing. If you want to make more money in your business, get more attention, all that other stuff. It's a pretty good reading, but, intuitively, I have this feeling I really feel that you need to not give up on something. You go 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 8 of Swords to the Ace of Swords at the end, in this top area, row here, whatever you want to call it. And what this is saying to me is that you have been working very hard towards something. 9 of Wands says, don't give up. And then 8 of Swords is that point where maybe you get stuck on a project or you don't push past that point of where you would normally give up on something. So 8 of Swords says you're only seeing one way of doing things when there are many ways to do everything. And then Ace of Swords is the victory. It's so weird because, I feel like the victory is right there if you just don't give up, whatever you're working on, especially if it's financially related here, Pisces. I feel like you just have to not give up. Literally, it's just that simple. One foot in front of the other. So, that's kind of the energy I get here. But I do feel there is a lot of success here, obviously. You have the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is kind of success and, a wish fulfillment. So I do feel like there could be wish fulfillment, or there is fulfillment coming in for you with the 9 of Cups. I see a lot of happiness here with the Sun as well. So, whatever you're doing to be more happy or to increase your happiness, it looks like there is a lot of happiness here. 9 of Cups is really about bathing in an energy of something that you want. And if you do that, you will have it. Next, 3 of Pentacles. Again, amazing card for getting attention on the things that you are working on or the things that you're creating in your life. So now is clearly the time to kind of put work into projects that you want to get attention on. Again, there is also something here in this reading that's saying, whatever you have been working on, you are very close. And so I feel it's very important that Pisces does not give up at this time. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to create or do or have. So, again, I would really make sure going in this direction here that you make sure that you don't give up on something that could lead to your future golden ticket, is what I feel like saying. It's almost like you're working on something that's going to give you a golden ticket in life, but you have to keep pushing. So let's see here. With the 8 of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Wands card of desire, and this is something you clearly desire to be doing as well. Ace of Wands is out with the old and with the new as well. So a lot of you, this could be some sort of new beginning that you're going to be working on. With the 9 of Cups, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is about going on the adventure, which everybody gets right now. And so, any adventures that you could go on would be really good. I do feel that there could be a fire sign coming in for you, Pisces. You've had fire with me. Could also be an earth sign. Could be an earth sign with fire, fire with earth, whatever. Take it how it resonates. But you've had a fire sign with me for a while. So, again, if you're looking for love, definitely could be. With the 3 of Pentacles, you have the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is about it's all those worries, Pisces, right? 7 of Cups is being spoiled for choice, but he's looking at those cups. He's seeing all the good stuff and the bad stuff in those cups. But really, the outcome is up to him, and also, I think that this comes up, 7 of Cups does for Pisces, when Pisces is at that point where it's like you're imagining all the good things and all the bad things that could happen if you follow through with, a project or a business or whatever. And Seven of Cups says, like, all of those things are true. All the worst case scenarios and the best case scenarios that are going around in your Pisces mind, like, all those things are true. But it's like, if you don't take the risk, if you don't take the leap of faith, then that does not make you right, Like, I've known so many people in my life. Again, I think that it was a trigger for me as a Pisces, right? Where I've known so many people in my life where it's like, they don't do something and they'll say to me, like, we can't do XYZ, or we can't start this project or do this or that because of all these reasons that are just like not real, that are like in their imagination or whatever. And it's like they're saying, I can't do this because I'm afraid of failure, or because this is gonna happen or that's gonna happen or whatever. But it's like they think, those people that I've been through this with, it's like they think that they're like almost still successful, right? Because they didn't have the failure. And it's like, no, you're just a failure. You avoided something, you didn't see it through to the end. So that does not mean that you had a success, right? You're just staying at the same place. And so I'm not calling you out. I'm talking, I'm just saying, like, that's kind of what I feel here. And I'm not saying you're a failure either, Pisces, but what I am saying is I feel like you need to push through something because it's going to be a victory. It's not going to be a failure, whatever this is, right? So I hope that made sense, what I just said. Probably not, but there you go. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this gift card. It says surprises, presents, and openings. There you go. You have a spiritual growth. It says learning and expanding your soul. So I feel for a lot of you that you are learning. And, we learn from failure. So even if you're about to do something that is a failure, which I don't think it is, clearly you have the Ace of Swords, which tells us that whatever you're about to do is going to be a victory. I feel that in a lot of ways, it's going to lead to growth no matter what. And there could be some sort of gift coming in for you as well. You have the Nine of Wands, the Sun, and the Moon. The Nine of Wands is about not giving up, of course, being perseverant. So I do feel you need to keep pushing. I do feel like you're like a little bit weary. I feel like you're a little bit kind of, you've been through some battles over the past many years. I think that you've learned a lot through failures, like I've been saying. You've probably learned a lot through challenges, like most Pisces do. And now you're a little bit weary. Like, he's kind of like a little beaten up, but he's not giving up. And I really feel you need to, embrace that energy. And it kind of looks to me like, what I'm wondering here, Pisces, is I can't say this with confidence yet, but that King of Wands in your reading kind of gives me the vibes of you getting a second wind. Which is great. It's like just when you're about to give up, I feel you kind of get this burst of energy, maybe this week, right? That really pushes you towards this victory. I think the Eight of Swords, really it's a good reading. Even though you have that Eight of Swords, I don't mind the Eight of Swords. Obviously, it's not a terrible card. Just says there's other ways of doing things. You just have to open up to those other ways of doing things. But, and even Nine of Wands is my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. But, I kind of get this second wind feeling here. You have the Sun and the Moon. The Sun, of course, is a card of happiness, makes the whole entire reading a little bit more positive. Also talking about attention. I've said it before. All eyes on you, Pisces. You are definitely one of the signs that's going to have a lot of attention on you for the next many years. So, like I said, I think that there's a lot of attention coming in for you. I think there's a lot of opportunity coming in for you as well. So, like I said, I really like this. I feel like there's a lot of happiness as well with this energy. The Moon is kind of like you, but also the mysteries. It's kind of funny because I do feel like it could be a Leo. Like, you could have a Leo who has their eye on you, or there could be a Leo who's coming in for you, which I feel like I've said before, but Sun and Moon. Normally, I do not like the Sun and the Moon together in a reading for love, because it's not really love reading, right? But I'm just, saying, to me, the two together, they're just two totally different people, two people who can't see eye to eye. Like, if this was a love reading, let's put it that way. And normally, I wouldn't like it. For whatever reason, I kind of like it. So, if you're attracting like a Leo, it's almost like the two energies actually work well together. And you could be total opposites. It's like, literally, you could be attracting a person where it's like one person is a night owl, the other person is a morning person. So there could be like a lot of like opposite going on here, but it's almost like the opposite energy is like what balanced the two of you out. So, I don't know, there could be some sort of like unusual connection here, like unusual in a good way, right? You can't make this up right here. Nine of Wands. You have the King of Wands. Exactly what I'm saying. I literally said that on the King of Wands and the Nine of Wands here, that was getting something about a second wind. And that to me is major confirmation from the universe that you are going to feel very motivated this week. Something's giving you a boost. Something's making you happy. I kind of get the feeling as well that some of you, if you have an idea right now to do something that could like get you a raise or promotion, Eight of Pentacles, that could improve your business or your finances, even if you're retired, if you have some sort of idea that could improve your life in some way, then I would do whatever it is, because it looks to me like you will be finding a lot of success, or you will be creating a lot of success because of it. Especially if you have an idea and something to do. But I also feel that like there's a little bit of hesitation, so I just do whatever it is. With the Sun, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Like, are you kidding? You have the King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles twice here. So I'm not sure who's who here, but you could be attracting an Earth sign with fire sign with Earth, like we just said. Take it how it resonates. I feel that you could be attracting a person who's very bold, assertive, King of Wands-ish. I also feel for some of you that this is actually you. I think that the King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles is just talking about the energy that you are embracing. Very bold and assertive with the King of Wands. And I also feel you are probably trying to increase your resources with the Queen of Pentacles. So, take it how it resonates. Could be a person, but for a lot of you, I also feel that it is just you. With the Moon card, you have the Knight of Pentacles. I would be careful if you have a person in your life or had a person who never made a move here. So again, if you did have a person where the two of you were just like too opposite, or where things just never came together or whatever, Knight of Pentacles is like no movement. So, it's like a wasting time energy. So I would be careful with the Knight of Pentacles in the Moon here. Especially if you're meeting a new person, you could have like a past person who's trying to just waste your time for longer. So, I would be very careful with that Knight of Pentacles. The other thing I will say though, is that the Knight of Pentacles kind of represents needing to plant seeds here. And the whole entire reading is like saying you have some sort of plan in your head that you need to get out on paper, as in you need to put it into practice, right? Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Lion card. Are you kidding me? I didn't even see that. Leo. Strength, success. You have this other card that says strength, resourcefulness on it. So you have the Lion and the Bear here. And I feel for a lot of you that, I think that this is talking about your strength. I really feel, I'm telling you right now, like over the next 20 years, it probably won't take that long, Pisces. Although, here's the thing, is it probably will. But I think people are going to start to wake up to Pisces over, between now and like 2033 or something like that, right? But I think that you're going to have a lot of people over the next 20 years. Again, it's not going to take 20 years, but, over the next 20 years, you're probably just going to have a lot of people that are like, how the hell did you, accomplish this goal? How did you do this thing? It's like I think people always underestimate Pisces. And again, I think you're going to have a lot of people, it's like, to me, Pisces is a sleeper, and what does that mean? It means that I feel like Pisces people frequently live a life where it's like people underestimate you, then you do something amazing, and then people are like, how did you do this? And it's like, I've always been doing this. I've been here this whole time. Where have you been? You've been sleeping, right? So, I think people sleep on Pisces a lot. And, again, I think you could have a lot of those moments where people are like, oh, like, how did you know how to do this? It's like, I've been talking about this for like 20 freaking years. What are you talking about? So you will probably have a lot of those moments. This is a good thing, though. Again, take advantage of it, right? You have the Eight of Swords, King of Wands, and the High Priestess. The Eight of Swords, a little bit of stuck energy here. Again, I want to encourage you, if you feel like, if you get to those moments where you say to yourself, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to do this, that, or the other thing, go to YouTube and, look it up, right? If there's something where you're getting stuck on your business, your career, or your love life, or whatever else it is, look for answers. Eight of Swords just says there are other ways to do things. You just have to be open to do it. And, I always look at the Eight of Swords also as being too close to a problem. So if you're too close to a problem, go find an expert, go find a person, go learn from a person, go read a book about whatever your problem is. Because again, the Eight of Swords is a very quick solution. It just says, to me, it's a card of like, if you were standing up against a wall that was only as big as your face, but you were right up against it, you might think that the wall goes forever. But really, if you just back up, you would see that the wall is only right in front of your face. So sometimes I think with the Eight of Swords, it's more about just gaining new perspective and, seeing other ways to do things. That is a solution. With the King of Wands, again, part of me feels this is you. Part of me feels that you are very bold, assertive, like really charging towards success, creating success at this time as well. So love it. I also do feel this could be a person. You have the High Priestess here. So look at this as well. You have the Sun on the bottom of the clarifying deck there. So that's interesting. But again, the High Priestess, trust your intuition. You show up basically twice, right here, Moon in the High Priestess. So really intuitive time for you as always. You are a Pisces, so, of course, I would trust your intuition. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Knight of Cups here. Yeah, definitely new love coming in for you here. So I do feel like there could be a knight in shining armor coming in or someone approaching you. This looks like a message to me, or, like a person who's sending you a message. I don't think love is like the main feature of this reading, but I definitely feel it's here. So, and I've said it to you before, it's a really good year for you, Pisces, for love. So if you're hoping to be in a connection, I feel like there is a connection coming in for you. It could be another water sign as well, but again, I would say that they have the traits of like one of these here, the King of Wands or the Queen of Pentacles. You could be opposites as well, in a lot of ways. Like I said, it's like maybe, one is a morning person, one's a night owl. It's like maybe, I don't know, there's like a million examples, right? So it's like there's something about opposites here with that sun and the moon. Like I said, normally I would not like that at all, but I don't know, I think if it works, right? So, I think that this could be something where you are opposites, but it just works. It's like instead of clashing, you balance each other out or something like that. I don't know. There you go. With the King of Wands, you have the Knight of Swords. Yep. I feel like I said, all eyes on you. There are probably multiple people who are interested in you at this time, Pisces, if you're looking for love. But, I also feel that there could just be like one person who really stands out. And, obviously that's the direction I would go in. I wouldn't rush anything at this time with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords can be, can be too hasty. He can make bad decisions. So I would definitely take your time. Look at that. Are you kidding? With the High Priestess, you have the Moon. You have the Sun on the bottom of the clarifying deck. Whenever we have a lot of these repeating cards like this, to me, it basically says that the universe is saying, I meant what I said. So the universe is just like repeating itself. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this card that says, don't worry about what could go wrong. We literally said this at the beginning of the reading with the Seven of Cups. If something does go wrong, you'll be able to make the best out of it. So don't even worry about it. You have the Soul Tribe card. It says you're attracting your soul tribe who will support you. Spend more time with people who lift you up and not drag you down. Yes, I definitely feel that is very important for you, Pisces. It seems to be like a much more social year for you this year. So you could find yourself being more social, getting out there more, doing more things. I don't know. Part of me feels, though, here's what I will say. When, Saturn and Pisces, when Saturn's in your sign, it can make you just feel more disciplined or want to be more disciplined. And so, it could say that basically you are, that maybe you don't want to be socializing. you could be more focused on work and things like that as well. But again, I would take time to socialize also, you have the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Definitely a big victory here. But again, I feel this is a victory that you need to make sure that you have. So, I would make sure that you push through any obstacles. I don't even think these are obstacles. I think that sometimes when you're too close to a problem, you just can't see a way out. But really, if you really think about it, you take some time, you step away from the problem, go for a walk, take a shower. I don't know, I get all my best ideas in the shower, right? Do something like that. I think that, taking those moments where you can get out of your head will, provide all the answers to anything that could be getting in your way. But I definitely feel there's a victory. Again, I really feel, I also feel that this could be a person who's like been wanting to communicate with you, but like hasn't yet. I have Scorpio popping into my head as well. So it could be a Scorpio, but I have like a thing about a person who's been like hesitating or just like hasn't been communicating and has been going back and forth. It's almost like they've been going through all the nights, It's almost like they've been going through the Knight of Pentacles. They're like hesitating, not doing it. Knight of Swords, they're like, I'm going to rush right in and communicate with Pisces. Knight of Cups, they're like, I'm going to sweep this person off their feet. So again, I feel like this is a new person. But they've just been like going through this energy. And I feel like some of you could finally, be getting communication from a person who like finally shoots their shot or something. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. Again, I would focus on your resources. I kind of like this, though. I feel like you are increasing your resources, or you are only focusing on your resources. The story of the Queen of Pentacles is that this rabbit, it can represent fertility and abundance, but it can represent fears and anxiety. But she's focusing on the pentacle. So the Queen of Pentacles really says that she's not focused on her concerns, which is like a good thing. She's focusing on what she can control. She's focusing on the pentacle. She's focusing on increasing the pentacle, right? And so I feel a lot of you are doing that. You have the Six of Pentacles, which I really like here, because the Six of Pentacles, I feel like, is saying that you are trying new things, especially like in work or business. And this is probably the thing that is going to increase your finances the most. right? So, I think that Pisces is an experimenter, like Einstein, right, was a Pisces. So, I always tell Pisces that you should be throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. You should be trying new projects. You should be trying new things and doing things differently in your life, right? That's what you should be doing because that will lead to, bigger and better and more success. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, of course, wish fulfillment. Yeah, you do have it twice. Whatever you like, I feel like you are a master manifester right now as well. Whatever you're dreaming of, like whatever you're thinking of, if you bathe in the energy of what you want, you will have it. The Nine of Cups is about kind of like really bathing in the energy of something you want. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Swords here. I saw something else here. Maybe not, but I might be making that up in my head. But I feel like you see clearly like what you need to focus on now. Again, she has clouds only halfway up her body, so she finally sees things clearly. And, I feel like you see things clearly. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yep, whatever you're working on, I'm telling you right now, she has these grapes behind her. And the grapes in the tarot represent having a specific skill. So she has a specific skill that makes her money or brings her, more abundance or, whatever the case may be. So, I feel for a lot of you that there could be it's kind of like a skill that you have that you could be using to make you money. And I would, again, it looks really good. You have this older woman card. It says dealings or relationships with an older woman. I always clarify these woman cards. You have this June card. So maybe either in the month of June or a person born in the month of June. Like, I feel like there could be an older woman that actually will help you. This could be that mentor. Remember I was saying there might be a person who could help you if it could be like a Cancer or something in your life. So again, if you know a person that was born in June, I do also have Gemini popping into my head, so it could be a Gemini, I guess. But, I feel like there could be a person who could really help you or provide answers. But it looks to me, again, it doesn't have to be a woman either. I said something over here about a mentor. I think it was with the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Swords. There could be like a mentor or something popped into my head. You have this rainbow. It says the most difficult part of a situation is over. Yeah, you're getting to the good stuff, Pisces, definitely. You have this wreath. It says sorrow over loss. The other interesting thing is I pulled an extra card, and it says heartache over what you no longer have. Five of Cups energy. It's like we have to let go of what we no longer have and because there's better stuff coming in. There you go. You have this box card. It says you will be receiving a gift. That other card said something about a gift. So, and it's almost like the same box. Or no, actually, it's a little bit different. I thought it looked the same, but it doesn't. That's that one. That's that one right there. There clearly could be like some sort of gift from the universe. You also have this finger. It says, warning you of a problem now or in the future. I would just pay attention. Like, don't ignore things with the Eight of Swords either. It's like sometimes I think Pisces has a bad habit of, like, ignoring problems and just, like, hoping that they just magically disappear. So, don't ignore things. But you know what else is interesting here? Like, look, these two, I just noticed this for some reason. They both have, like, the same, like, energy pouring out of them. Right there. They both look very similar. So, this could be like spiritual gifts that could be improving your finances, or you could be getting like an intuitive hit on like something to do with your finances or something like that. So I would definitely trust your intuition. But looks really good, Pisces. I love where this is going. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.